What's up everyone? Welcome to the video. Scott McLeod here, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. At the very end of this one, I'm gonna lay down all of the primary reasons why I decided to start this channel, and honestly, it might not be for the reasons that you would expect initially. To be fully transparent, I'm excited to start this journey, but I'm also very scared. I am a little nervous, but that is part of the reason why I started this channel, and I'm not gonna spoil that chat. That chat takes place at the very end of this video, but until we get to that point, sit back, relax, and enjoy the content. Thank you. Saturday morning here. We got legs going down in about 10-20 minutes. Just figured I'd check in before we get to the gym. Pre-workout of choice is gonna be some homemade cold brew with that oat milk. And then also bringing some MTS whey with me for that post-workout shake. So we got legs coming up, like I said. Gonna work up to a heavy set of squats and then just do some accessories. More of a low volume day today. We had that high volume leg day middle of the week. But without any further delay, let's get things rolling and we'll see you in the gym. So for the workout portion of this video, I figured I would do a voiceover. Starting off with hip adduction and then subsequently hip abduction. Two machines that I always do to start a leg day ever since I injured my groin while snowboarding. I want to emphasize that I keep these very slow and controlled. Of course, some of this footage is sped up because otherwise it would get rather lengthy, but keep them slow and controlled, get blood flow to the area, get my body primed for that squatting. Stay tuned for those squats. I'll let the raw footage play. Picking back up with the voiceover to round out the workout footage on the leg extension, slow and controlled, plantar flexing the foot, pointing those toes directly at the wall in front of me for an emphasis on the vastus medialis. Lying hamstring curls, keeping it very slow and controlled once again. I'm really just getting that accessory work in at this point. I like to call this workout my by-feel workout. Of course, I have that more gruesome leg day, middle of the week. Rounding things out with some calf raises on the Smith machine. I plan on doing an entire video on the calves and some of the common mistakes you'll see when folks are training their calves. But what also wasn't shown here was the low back hyperextensions that I did, my mobility and my warm-up, and of course the cardio to bring things full circle. Workout complete, guys. Sipping on that MTS whey, that post-workout protein. Post-workout shake is always MTS whey, MTS Pure Creatine. Shout out Mark Lobliner, the GOAT of the supplement industry. But just to clarify what I mentioned before we got to the gym, when I was drinking that pre-workout shake, this was my lower volume day. I train legs twice a week, so right around midweek, I got that high volume leg day where I'm hammering squats, lunges, RDLs, of course calf raises because we don't skip calves, and you'll see that in the workout footage. But you know, this time around, I'm really just priming the body to get ready for my next leg day. So, you know, this is lower volume, kind of a by-feel workout. Get the blood in the muscles, get the movement patterns fresh in my mind. You know, get my body used to that movement pattern so that when I get under the bar again to squat midweek, it doesn't feel foreign. So that's what I meant by the low volume leg day. All right, so if you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate you. It's time to sit down and have that real talk that I was speaking about in my introduction. Why did I start this YouTube channel? I started this for several main reasons. One, because this makes me feel uncomfortable. This is a challenge for me. I'm really done trying to be someone who I'm not. I feel like for a lot of my life, I just tried to fit in. I tried to fall in line, so to speak. And this allows me to step outside of my comfort zone. It allows me to try to live a life that more closely aligns with my passions. Lately, I've been into various comfort zone challenges. I gotta give credit where credit's due. I I got that concept of comfort zone challenges from the How to Beast YouTube channel. If you don't know How to Beast, go check him out. It's an excellent channel, but that's not really the point of this video. I want to get outside of my comfort zone. This makes me nervous. This makes me scared. And I think that this is a nice and next logical step for myself, for me to get outside of my comfort zone and for me to really be who I want to be. When reflecting on my life and looking back, I've run into the most trouble and I've experienced the most stress and anxiety and pain and hardship when I was simply trying to be someone who I am not. I don't think it's sustainable. Primary reason number 2 is because of my history and my background. Fitness, health, supplementation, diet, lifestyle, this whole realm of overall health, well-being, fitness is something that I've been doing for about 12 to 13 years now. This is something that I had a natural inclination for at a very young age. It started when I was in middle school, 7th or 8th grade. My parents had a weight set in the basement, and I was always just so curious to go down there to pick up some of the weights to achieve ideals of health, to achieve ideals of a physique, to look a certain way, to challenge my body. And then for the first couple of those years, obviously I was just testing the waters, but I was also embarrassed. I was embarrassed to admit that I liked that stuff. I thought I was a weird kid. No one else my age was really doing that at the time. I wanted to go down there and try to lift some weights and to research how to improve my health, to improve my body, to look a certain way, to challenge my physical body, but also my mental capacity. Can I withstand these tough workouts? Anyways, testing the waters really morphed into 12 to 13 years of experience. I got my hands on the Arnold Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. That turned into me joining a different gym so I can lift with other kids my age who were like-minded. I figured out that there were some other kids out there who liked this stuff. I joined that other gym so I can lift with them. I started doing a lot of my own research, really getting into fitness YouTube, watching thousands and thousands of videos of fitness YouTube and applying that knowledge. I like to pick and choose knowledge from each person. I want to take tips and tricks from one area, from another area, and figure out what works for me. Create this amalgamation of tactics, routines, techniques. Going back to when I was still kind of testing the water, late middle school, early high school, I was making frequent trips to the vitamin shop, researching supplementation. I really got into it, but at the vitamin shop, they would give you that magazine with each of your purchases. I think it was the Muscle and Fitness magazine, if I'm not mistaken. The name of the magazine is neither here nor there, but the point I'm trying to make is I was obsessed with reading those magazines, trying to parse out what I liked, what I didn't like. That led to me exploring bodybuilding.com. I'm sure many of you have heard of bodybuilding.com. I use tigerfitness.com nowadays, and that's a story for another video, but I was reading bodybuilding.com articles. I remember I found Steve Cook on there. I was doing the Big Man on Campus. I was following the objectives within the Big Man on Campus program and learning more about Steve Cook and some of those physique competitors. That led to me also attending fitness expos. I grew up in Central Connecticut, a small little town just south of Hartford, but the Europa organization used to go to Hartford every year. So I would go to that fitness expo in Hartford with a few of my buddies. It was just something that I was naturally interested in. I'm passionate about this. I'm very consistent. So over the course of those 12 to 13 years and throughout the course of my career and interest in bodybuilding and in fitness, I can say that I've never really missed more than 4 or maybe 5 days in a row, or skipped 4 or 5 days in a row. Over the course of those 12, 13 years. I got my appendix out one year, so I had to miss some workouts then, but I've remained consistent. I travel for a career. I used to travel a lot before the world kind of ended on us, but that's a video for another day. But I never made excuses. I could get dropped off in the most remote part of this country late at night. I would be in the middle of nowhere, and I wasn't going to make an excuse. I was getting off the plane, finding my hotel, finding a gym. If there were no gyms nearby, because it was that remote of an area, I was using the hotel gym. I was making do with what I had. I wasn't making excuses. You're not too tired. You're not too jet lagged. Scott, get in the gym. I'm consistent. I need the gym. It's part of my life. Through all of my ups and downs, all of my lessons, the stresses, the anxieties of everyday life, the gym has remained consistent. It's always been there for me, and this also boils down to, and this is probably the third major reason. So the impetus for starting this YouTube channel is because I like to help people. I'm in healthcare professionally. That's what I do for a living. I chose healthcare because I thought I would be making a meaningful contribution to the world. I'm meaningfully contributing. I'm helping people. Healthcare is all about care. You're dealing with patients. I wanted to have that internal feeling, resting assured that I am doing something impactful to improve the lives of someone else. And I think that I can do a lot of the same with fitness. I have a lot of experience. I am going to be coupling my experience with getting certified. I'm going to become a certified personal trainer. I'm going to do that for reasons that you might not expect. I'm planning on doing an entire video about that. Part of the reason is I want to challenge myself. I want to have that piece of paper, if you will, that certification behind my name, but I also want to inject and infuse my experience into that. I'm going to do a whole video on that, so I'm not going to get too deep into that topic right here and now. I'm doing it for atypical reasons. You might not expect reasons why, but I'm a lifelong learner. I'm not a self-proclaimed expert. I think I have acquired a lot of knowledge over these years through research, through fitness YouTube, through reading. Arnold's Encyclopedia is a good start, but I really just want to get outside of my comfort zone, build a life that more closely aligns with who I want to be, what I'm passionate about. I want to use my background and my experience, and I like helping people. And if I can help just one person, if I make one helpful video and it helps you in some way, that's going to make me very happy because I'm contributing to something that's greater than myself. So I think I've rambled for quite a bit here. I apologize if this got wordy, but I wanted to just be real. I wanted to lay out all the reasons why. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to follow me along on this journey, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.